And I know basically the formula. Bad defense generally has been the former. Early on when Derek Thomas and Neil Smith were there, with, some bad luck. But later when Dick Vermeil and some of these, it's bad defense. And the Chiefs have a bad defense. And they're playing the absolute wrong team and the wrong quarterback. Colts are the hottest team in football. Their offensive line gives Andrew Luck way too much protection. I watched them shut down Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt. They're going to shut down Chris Jones, Dee Ford, and Justin Houston. This is a recipe for disaster. The Chiefs are going to lose again at home.
I don't think so. I think they win, and I think it may get ugly. Think about what those elements are. You talk about the defense of the Chiefs being porous. Yes, it's a bad defense overall in ranking, but they're the best at one thing, getting after that quarterback. League lead in sacks, 52. And the number one team in the NFL at getting to your quarterback in standard pass rushing. 4 men only, no blitzing. They get there 41 times. So if you look at the Chiefs, they're like, yeah, we're bad back there, but you might not have enough time to even get to that place. And then you talk about Andrew Luck, who's had his struggles outdoors in the postseason. He's 1-3 outdoors. The numbers drop. And obviously now take him to these elements. Arrowhead Stadium with the noise, Arrowhead Stadium with the cold. He's used to the indoor facility. That may be an issue with a guy who's still rehabbing that shoulder, and we haven't seen him drive the football the same as he has in the past. You add all that up, and it's unfair to put tradition and history onto present players. Because Patrick Mahomes is like, all right, whatever Trent Green went through and whatever those other quarterbacks went through is not me. So different team, different complexion, and a pass-rushing force up front. I think that's the recipe for disaster for the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback on what you were saying. Patrick Mahomes is different. Andy Reid has not had an MVP quarterback under center for him going into these games. He's had a game manager. He's had a game manager who at some point has had really big leads. You think the 18-point lead in 2017, the 28-point lead in 2013. A lot of teams when they're up, they want to take their foot off the gas. Yeah. This Chiefs team don't have no let up. No let up. You mess around, like you said, it could get ugly. It could get ugly. This Chiefs team could put 40 up very easily on this Colts defense.
And give up 40.
At the same time, they could give up 40. But you've been a part of some good defenses. You've been a part of some bad defenses. I have too. When everything is on the line to play for with, dudes know that. It's like in the NBA. They never play defense until the postseason, until it's time. Nobody moves their feet. It's just, you're looking at the game and you're like, man, I could guard him because no one really wants to. They don't care. There's a lot of games. It's tough on your body in football. And so when I look at this Chiefs defense, like you said, they rush the passer, and all it takes is one guy rushing the passer, Andrew Luck just throwing it up there. They got a capable secondary of making plays, and I've seen these guys make plays. Yes, they don't consistently do it enough, but, man, I see Andy Reid getting this win, getting the monkey off his back. This is a different group in Kansas City, and Patrick Mahomes is a different beast.
For clarity, you were saying game manager as a Chiefs coach, right? You weren't talking about McNabb.
No, he's talking about Alex Smith.
I was talking about Alex
Smith
for those years.
I was about to say, not McNabb. Okay, yeah.
You agree with me?
I agree with you.
Thank you.
I agree with you. One thing is you're getting the team at
You're
the right time.
occasionally smart.
I appreciate that. Thank you. One thing is...
Y'all done?
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I'll say this much here. One thing, you catching a team that's hot at the right time, as well as all of us know, in the playoffs, it's time to get hot. Now, the Chiefs want to play good defense. They can't play good defense because they don't have a good defense. They have good defensive guys up front, but the secondary suffers. When you talk about getting to Andrew Luck,
yes.
18 sacks all year. That's a great point right there. If you can't get to the quarterback, you can't sack him. One thing I like about the Colts have a balanced attack. Losing Kareem Hunt.
I said that.
Losing Kareem Hunt, to me, changed the whole dynamics of this football team. If he was on that football team, no matter how bad they play on offense, on defense, I say, man, they got a chance, but they have a chance to win. They blew a lead. Who they play? They blew a lead against
the Chiefs?
Yeah, the Chiefs.
The Chargers.
The Chargers, right? The Chargers beat them. Right. The Chargers.
That's what we do.
Right. In the last minute, let the Chargers beat them. The Rams. That was back and forth.
Yeah.
But when you put up 51 points, You're supposed to win the football game. You're not supposed to give up 54.
Every game.
I've got to say the Colts will win this football game.
D'Angelo, Bob Sutton is a problem for me, Chiefs defensive coordinator. Yeah. They're not very diverse.
Yeah, they're kind of vanilla.
Very vanilla. And you're talking about Andrew Luck, who's going to get pass protection, and then you're going to give him the same look in the secondary, play after play after play. That's what Phillip Rivers ate up. Andrew Luck is in his prime. This will be the problem. And whether it's going to be cold, it's going to be a lower scoring game. Andrew Luck will make the plays down the stretch because he's going to get protection, and he's going to get a vanilla look in the secondary, and he's going to eat it up.
I mean, I'm a defensive guy, but when it comes to the National Football League and how to win football games, to me, it's still offensively a dominant type of league. Anytime I can touch you like this and get you a first down and I got you 3rd and 30, it's just an offensive league. The rules are so geared toward offense. I'm going with the better offense and the more firepower on offense. And all you need is one stop, one out of whatever.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, you're 1,000% right about the NFL during the regular season. They referee different in the postseason. A lot of that ticky-tack stuff that they call in the secondary, they back off. They are instructed, let these players win this game, let the players decide this game. And so it will be defense will matter. It mattered all last week. Yeah. And it's going to matter again this week.
But of all the teams that had a bye, not one of them had a top 10 defense. So it's to your point of regular season officiating. But the best teams in our league are offensive-minded, and the Colts have a great offense and a very good defense. However, they're playing an insane offense that may override the issues that they have defensively.
Insane offense that won't have the right kind of weather to be insane. I've just seen it. I've sat in that stadium and
so you're going
tears.
Cowboys and Colts so far this week.
Yeah, I'm going Cowboys and Colts.
No question.
I'm going to be tequilaed up.
I want the Colts.
He got one of them right.
Coming up.